Welcome back to another amazing blog, another amazing night here at my house. Tonight, I'd like to talk to you guys since I just got back from my adult high school program. I'd like to talk to you guys just real briefly about one of the most important, one of the easiest and best ways to combat high stress. Okay, and this doesn't matter if you're having to like do like I'm doing and try and get through high school so that you can move on to better things, or if you've got a job that's really stressful, or if your girlfriend is cheating on you, or if you're having to go into the military or even into combat. You can use this anytime, anywhere, and that is shut your brain off. Just shut it off to any stories, any ideas about what should or shouldn't be, any judgments, any beliefs, anything that your brain brings up. Like, you know consciously what it is that you need to do. You need to go ahead and just do it. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to think about it at all. You don't need to listen to those stories at all. You need to be with the situation. Now, coming up shortly, probably this weekend, I'm going to make some videos about how to ground yourself through breathing, right? I'm gonna do a video about how to ground yourself through breathing that will help you to turn your brain off and help you to just be in your body and help you to be with a situation. Okay? But the point is that when you're in a stressful situation, you're going to be having a lot of a tornado. You're going to be going through just a tornado of stress and emotions and all of these thoughts running around your head. Ignore them completely, right? If you can, breathe, move your body. That definitely helps. Create some sensations in your body, hopefully ones that are that correlate with more relaxed and slow movement. But it doesn't even really matter. Just get up and start to move. That way that shuts your brain off, right? I know one of the things that I have encountered in my lifetime is that a lot of times, I've encountered a lot of loss. So a lot of times when I have to go to school and I don't want to go to school, right? And it's late at night and I just want to get in bed. I just want to read. I just want to make videos. I just want to do whatever. I still have to go to school because that's going to give me success in the future. I shut my brain off. I don't think of excuses. I don't think of anything, right? Now, my brain is still thinking, it's still working, it's still trying to use those excuses, but I just ignore them completely, right? It's not about thinking or trying to will yourself into it. It's about just putting your conscious awareness into your body and moving to, for me in this instance, to go out to the car and get in the car and go to school, right? Or go to the gym, or go for a run, or go do breathing exercises, temple stances, meditation, whatever it is, right? And there's a lot of times, and I know this about myself, that I come up with a valid rationalization as to why I shouldn't train that day, or why I shouldn't go to school, or why I just need to lay in bed, right? But it's not about that. Shut your brain off, right? Do what you need to do. There's lots of healthy habits I have, like healthy eating, and I'll be thinking to myself, like, gosh, I just want to go to, like, I don't know, around here there's like Bojangles and stuff, right? Or, like KFC, or just Wendy's or McDonald's or whatever it is, and go get greasy fried fast food, as opposed to having to come back here and clean, cook the meal, but then also clean afterwards, and it's not going to taste as good, but it will be more nutritious and it will be more cost effective, which in the long run is going to make all the difference. So I have to shut my brain off to all those other stories, right? And there's different ways to do this, right? Of course, obviously, I'm going to show you guys the breathing techniques, but there's also other ways to trick your brain into telling you stories that you want it to hear, right? And again, I will show you all these techniques coming up in the future. But it doesn't really matter, honestly, how much you train, your brain is still going to come up with stories that are unresourceful, right? Some people more than others. A lot of times, especially people like me who came from a very traumatic background, I will have a lot of very emotional stories come up, right? A lot of chatter that the world has given me, like my parents gave me, like my mom saying, you're just like your dad, and I hate that motherfucker, right? Or I don't know, a teacher that told me I was too stupid, a girl that was told me that I was too ugly, all of this, all the shit that just whirls around inside your brain and your mind, and it just makes you feel awful. You got to ignore that shit. You got to ignore that shit completely. All right, you know what it is that you need to do, right? You need to go, to the gym at least 4 days a week, 5 if you may, like 4 days a week. You need to go to the gym and do something. Shut your brain off and do it. The minute that you have a reasonable justification for why you shouldn't be going and doing what you know you need to do, you've lost. Okay, and that's why I say if your brain and it takes a certain degree of awareness, right? Which there are certain ways to build awareness, but if you're aware that you are thinking about and not wanting to do what you know you need to do to be successful, you got to just shut your brain off to that, right? You got to just punch a time slot. You got to just get there and get it done. And this is it's a very hard thing to learn a lot of times. I know for me it is all the time. I know I have gotten better, and I encourage all of you to get better, because it really will, I think, change your life if you can just learn to shut your brain off. Okay? So, that was what I had to talk about tonight, guys. I love you guys a lot. Peace out.